Hashem Svasai Tiftach Ufi Agitala Sacha. We are now Zocha to start Sefer Tehilim. Sefer Tehilim is going to be the first of the Ksubim that we're going to do. Sefer Tehilim is very interesting in that David HaMelech, who compiled Tehillim, took from a lot of different sources. He took from Adam Harishon. He took from Bnei Korach. He took from himself, from Shlomo. There are so many people who were able to author a perek of the Tehillim, a kapitel of the Tehillim. And there are 5 prakim. This is reminiscent of the 5 books of the Torah that Moshe Rabbeinu had. But Moshe's Torah was a Torah from Hashem. Here, this is the epitome of what we give back to Hashem. It's the words of people that give back over. And what's interesting about these words is that they're very raw with emotion. They're filled with satisfaction, joy, despair. There's nothing that kind of sugarcoats the real feelings. And perhaps that is why all the prakim and Tehillim are jumbled up in terms of themes, while the Torah is very clear. It's very organized. Sefer Tehilim doesn't feel that way. And that is because in one day we can go from happy to sad to mad to tired. And so this really is the depth of what the human experience is. And that's why it starts off Ashrei Ha'ish, man, regular human man. So blessed be the man. Ashrei is lashon of shira, praise or song. And Ashrei is Osher, is a sense of fulfillment. Asher lo halach ba'atzas Risha'im, that didn't go in the ways or in the advice of the Risha'im, the wicked, u'b'derech chata'im, and in the ways of the sinners. Lo amad, he didn't stand, u'b'moshav leitzim lo yashav, and he didn't sit among the people, the thoughtless people. What in the world is going on here? So first of all, there are so many important life lessons. First of all, it says, guard yourself, be in the company of people that you can learn from. Because if you're not, when you go to a perfume store, you end up smelling like perfume. If you go to a fish store, you're going to end up smelling like fish. The company that you hold are the company that you become. And how do you become? First, you go from halach, I just walked over to them. Then you go ba'amad, I'm just standing with them, but I'm not part. And finally, then you go to yashav, now I'm a part of them. That's human nature, desensitization. Also, we go from different types of people, the Risha'im, the clearly wicked. Okay, we're just dabbling with, being kind of, near them, to the Chata'im, who are not perhaps as bad, so we're just standing with them. And to the Leitzim, they have just different ideas than we do, but it's okay. I can stay among them. Not a good idea. But possibly the epitome of what Tehillim and what Tanakh is really teaching us is Ashrei Ha'ish. You are responsible. Your responsibility, the highest level of your tafkid in this world, of your job in this world, is to be ha'ish. Be the man you're supposed to be. You can't improve other people. You can only control and improve yourself. And that's what Hashem and perhaps David HaMelech is starting with. That's the goal in life, to be the best ish that you could be. And how do you do that? Don't keep bad company. And then what are you supposed to do? Kim Toras Hashem Chatzo v'Soraso Yege Yamam Balayla. The Torah should be chafetz. It should be desirable. It shouldn't be so torturous. You should love it and embrace it and find pleasure in it. Happiness in the Torah. We don't live a stark life where everything is in the no, but we want to have a happy life, that we're chafetz, that we're longing for to do. It starts off the Torah's Hashem. It starts off by the laws that Hashem gave. But what's the ultimate Torah? So it becomes our Torah. How do we get that? Hege Yomam V'Layla. We think about it day and night. What? We have to learn Torah day and night? No. Yehegeh yomam v'layla. We think about it. Everything that we do in life, whether we're shopping, whether we're sleeping, whether we're eating, whether we're on the beach, whatever it might be, is Yehegeh yomam v'layla. It should be l'shem mitzvos. It should be to be the best Jew that we can be. Sometimes that means we need to recharge for the sake of being the best Jew. Sometimes it means we need to shop for the sake of being a tznius Jew. Sometimes we need to eat for the sake of making a bracha and being a Jew. That is the epitome of what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants. And if that's the case, then we're going to be like an 8 shetzel. We're going to be like a tree whose roots are planted in the water, and we just keep on getting fruit and fruit and fruit, and we don't have to worry. Our leaves are not going to fall, and everything we're going to do is to be successful. Hashem says, you do for me, I'll do back with brachas galore. But lochen harisha'im, but not to the risha'im, ki im kamot asher tidfen arach. They're going to be like chaff in the wind. They're not going to get the same results. Al kain, therefore, lo yakum risha'im b'mishpat v'chata'im b'asdas tzadikim. Don't worry about it. The righteous are going to be where they need to be, and the Rishayim are going to get their day in the sun and their justice. Ki yodea Hashem, because Hashem knows derech tzadikim and derech Rishayim tavid. He knows the way of the tzadikim. Don't you worry. Don't think, oh wait, why is this that good people finish last and bad people seem to always be successful? No. That's Hashem promises. That's not the case. That's not the case at all. And so really, David HaMelech, he continues with the Ashrei because the last words of Moshe Rabbeinu were Ashrecha Yisrael, blessed be Yisrael, that follow in the ways of Hashem. And we say similar types of davening, what we have in Mariv, Kihim Chayenu v'Orach Yameinu u'Bahem Negeh Yomam v'Layla. Here too, we have the understanding of if you make yourself a Jew Yomam in the beginning of the day, Laila till the end. Even though Jews start the day at night, no, Hashem says you wake up in the morning and you go running with the Torah, with the mitzvos, and you do so, and that's all Hashem is asking. And so this first parak is so absolutely filled with the goal of what the rest of Tehillim is going to be. It's going to be the roadmap on how we can do something, how we can be that ha'ish, the man, how we can go and follow in the way of the Torah, how we can do and make Torah the focus of our life, morning and night, all day. And not just learning Torah, but living Torah. And how to make it chavtzo, something desirable, something that we want. We don't want it to be just Torah Hashem. We want it to be Torah so our Torah. We want the unique privilege of connecting to Hashem in a unique way, but in a positive way. A way ashrei, with shira, with song, with praise, not with despair or harshness. And in that way, we shall be and fulfilling what is really the derech tzadikim. One last thought, and that is that it says everything is in the positive. We say, praise be the man, asher lo halach, that did not go and listen to the bad people. Why didn't it just say, praise be the man that listened to the good? Because Hashem knows that it is very hard for us to be good. It's very hard for us to avoid temptations. We're being real. Being real. It was a real struggle. This Tehillim is going to be a book where we don't sugarcoat anything. This is the real life. And so we started off with real temptations, real desires to be with the riffraff or the people that we know aren't good for us, to succumb to all the pressures in life. And Hashem says, or David HaMelech compiles, this is we're going to be real here. We're going to get to where we need to be in a human way. And that's why it's a different feel than Nevi'im. We said goodbye to the Navi, and now we're saying hello to a new, unique way where we're pulling a lot of the weight in this connection to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and we're seeing the human element of the experience. Let's see what happens next in next parak.